Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know many of you may not know me, but I'm Taurion Renee and I'm starting my life over. So as y'all can see from the title, Let Grow to Grow, that's exactly where I am in my life. And instead of boring y'all with this intro, this long drawn out intro, I'm just gonna jump right into this video and the topic. I've decided to start making sit down videos and just expressing myself and talking because I feel like I can help a lot of people who are stuck in life like I was. And now that I'm changing my life and changing my perspective, I've grown so much, and this has to get out some way. Like, I have to express myself some way. So I'm titling this video Let Go to Grow because I am completely letting the old version of me die. Like, the old version of me must die for me to be the person, the woman that I want to be. I'm 26 years old and I have had a lot of different choices for my career paths. One thing I want to say is I feel like starting to find a career right after high school is insane. And this matrix is set up for us to fail, because how are we young enough to select a career or go to the army, etc., but we can't even drink at 18, fresh out of high school, because we're not old enough. Like, I feel like you're not old enough to figure out what you genuinely want to do at that point. And that's why so many of us go to college and change our major 10, 20 times, you know, because it's not sticking. And that's because every day we are changing as people. So you're boxing yourself in going to school, and then maybe a couple years after you graduate or into the term, you're like, I don't want to do this. And of course you don't want to do it. You don't know yourself yet. So I say that to say, I was a nail tech fresh out of high school, 2018. I did nails for about 6 years. And during that cycle, I had a love-hate relationship with it. But I can completely say right now, at this point in my life, that I have outgrown that. And it was so hard for me to let go of that stigma, like that feeling of, this is what I chose to do, this is what I need to do, this is what I'm known for. How can I break out of this bubble? Like, once people tie you with something, I feel like it's harder to let go of it. Or that's how I felt, because now I don't feel like that. If I say I'm done with something, I'm done with it. So a little bit of backstory. I gotta backtrack because I know y'all don't know much about me, but I did move to Mississippi from New Orleans in, I think, 2024, and I decided I wanted to do nails out here. Didn't really want to do it, but I still was doing it, pushing myself, and it just literally was making me sick. Like, I had headaches every single day from doing something I hated to do. So I decided to start substitute teaching out here. I'm like, I gotta make ends meet somehow. And so I felt like I fell in love with that. I love the kids, etc. So I became a teacher assistant. When I tell y'all, that was the worst decision I've ever made. And it's not the worst decision, shall I say, because I learned a lot from that. It really completely transformed me as a person, and it taught me a lesson. It showed me what I don't want to do and where I don't want to be for the rest of my life. But that job was stressing me out every single day. I was coming home crying. I was drinking after work. I needed a drink every single day after work. That is not okay. Your job should not drive you to drinking. I was getting up, going work out in the morning, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., just to clear my mind. Like, you know it's bad when you got to stretch before you go to a job. That's how bad it was. I'm stretching. Like, and it's funny to say, but it's really not that funny. I'm stretching, I'm working out, I'm listening to my subliminals, my frequencies, trying to get my mind right for this job that I know is about to suck the life out of me. So it was really hard for me to leave that position. I say that to say, I was working with autistic kids. I was getting beat every day. I was getting verbally abused by the kids, physically abused by the kids, and I still just couldn't figure out how the fuck I was gonna leave that position. I felt like, okay, I started this, I want to finish it. That's not always the case. I started that, I learned my lesson, I evolved, I outgrew it, and now it's time to go. The same things are going to keep happening to us until we learn our lesson. And I realized that at that last position I was in. When I decided to work as a nail tech down here in Mississippi in 2024, 2025, whatever, I went through hell at the nail salon I worked at. It was terrible. And I still felt stuck. I was trying to be loyal to people when they weren't even, you know, loyal to me. Like, I'm not making no money. I'm supporting everybody here. I'm bringing products. I'm being a good person. And I'm just basically donating my time. That's exactly how I felt at that other position. It was not worth my mental health. So I quit. Now, I'm here. So I quit that job in 2026, the beginning of 2026, so January. I said I just couldn't do it anymore, and it hurt me to leave people behind, but I realized I had to put me first. Like, this is my lesson, to put me first. When your body gives you signs that it's time to leave somewhere, leave. Believe it. So at this current point, I said, you know what, I'm quitting. I'm going all in with social media. So since December, when I really realized I didn't want to be there no more, I started to post on TikTok. And I just been posting like almost every single day since December. And I have made $400 off content creation. Now, is that enough to cover my bills? No. But we all have to start somewhere. And I'm so appreciative of it, because that just shows me, like, if I put enough effort into what I care about and what I'm passionate about, I can do anything I put my mind to. So right now, I'm letting that old version of me die. Like, when I tell y'all, I'm only accepting 2 clients out here, and that's my regulars. I have turned down so much money from doing nails because it does not bring me happiness. I'm not about to let this, like, I had clients scheduled, right? And I was doing it off strength because it was somebody I knew, and I was just like being nice. And I'm like, okay, I did them before. I'll do them off strength of a previous client. It was her family. They did not show up. And I'm telling y'all, before like they even booked, like when I realized that they were coming, I started to get anxious. I was anxious for days. I'm like, damn, I really don't want to do this. Like, I feel like this is going to set me back into that mindset that I was in. And I just feel like I'm selling my time for money, and I don't want to feel like that no more. So I was really indifferent about it, but I'm like, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. So I'm taking a milk bath. I done took milk baths. I done lit me a candle. I'm like, I gotta feel better. Y'all, they stood me up. Now, I'm happy they stood me up, but I felt like that was a test to see if I was going to stick by my word and not do no new clients, which they weren't new, but you get it, they weren't regulars. So I do feel like I failed that test, but I did have, you know, enough grace for them not to show up. So I wasn't even mad that they didn't show up. But that just showed me to stick with what I'm doing right now. So lately I've been like, damn, I want to start YouTube back up. And I want to be real and raw and uncut the way that things used to be. Right now, I'm starting over. I have 2,000 subscribers, but that's because I had those subscribers from years ago when I used to do YouTube about 5 years ago. So I'm completely starting from zero, I feel like. And I'm about to show y'all how, if you put that effort in, and you show up for yourself every single day, I'm about to show y'all how y'all could transform your life. And I want y'all to do it with me. So I really, really, really want to like build a community so we could all just be happy with our lives. Like, if you want to do something, go for it and give it your all. The fear, the doubt, the stress, all of that has to die. Like, you need to be vibrating as your highest self, showing up as your highest self, doing things that your highest self would do. Figure out who your highest self is and show up as her every single day. And that's what I've been doing. I do not like to get up and get myself together every day, but guess what? That's what I've been doing. And every single day, I promise you, things have been transforming for me. And I want that for y'all. So I know y'all, this is like not the normal. I know when people are making these empowering videos that they are much further than me, but I'm telling y'all, I'm taking y'all on this journey with me, and I'm so excited to just let y'all grow with me and just see how things can really transform. So that's it for today's video. I know that I was all over the place, but I just have so much I want to talk about. I just didn't want to pour it all into this one video. I just want to give y'all a small introduction about me and let y'all know that this is my journey, and I'm taking y'all along with me, and I'm finally not letting my fear of looking stupid stop me from winning. So thank y'all for watching. If you like this type of content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share with someone who you think it can help. As always, I'm Taurion Renee, and I'll see y'all next time.